Hey everybody, my name is Nate. Thanks for checking out this video. I'm just going to walk you through a little bit of my rig. First things first, this is my guitar. It is a single coil Strat. This is a guitar that I built. When I say built, I actually mean just put together a few years ago. This is an MJT body, an all parts Fender neck that I got off of Revert. And then all the hardware that you see is from MJT as well. I had them age some hardware. You can see on the back there as well. And then the pickups I got online from Sigler Music. Just got a loaded pick guard, so I didn't have to wire as much. This is loaded with Texas Specials. I was looking for something a little bit more higher output than a usual Strat, so I ended up going for the Texas Specials. And then these actually, if you see this little switch right here, that turns on the neck pickup. So if I'm in the bridge position, then I can turn on that neck pickup, and I actually am running neck and bridge simultaneously, where I can actually run all three pickups at the same time if I'm in that position as well. So that's really cool to have. Just gives me a little bit beefier tone if I need it. I can turn on, like I said, all three pickups. It sounds pretty good. I'll give you a demonstration of that here in just a little bit. So yeah, that's my guitar. Let me walk you through kind of the pedal board, and then we'll go from there. So yeah, this is my pedal board. You can see I'm using a Temple Audio Duo 24. I have a DI box mounted underneath. But that's the only thing mounted underneath, and so it's just a mono DI passive that I have under there to run direct out. Right now I'm running straight out of this into the Focusrite into GarageBand. So first things first, I wired it up with all George L cables that I had around. Here's my signal chain. I'm going into this ABY box, and that's just so I can run multiple guitars if I want to at the same time. You can't run them exactly at the same time, but I don't like having to unplug and replug in guitars, and so that just allows me to plug two guitars in at once, and then I can switch back and forth between the guitars with that. Then from there, I'm actually going straight into the tuner right here. Just a Boss TU3S. It's the same thing as a TU3, it just doesn't have the stomp button on it. From there, I'm going into this is my compressor, the Rothwell Love Squeeze. I tried out a lot of different compressors, and this is ultimately the one I like the best. I had the Dynacomp for a while. I did the Keeley and that sort of thing, and this one just gave me the compression that I was looking for. Didn't have as much squeeze to it, didn't squash it as much. It's a really clear sound, and I have that set at, the compression is at about I don't know, 10:30 or 11, and then I actually have the volume cranked up to 3 o'clock. And then from there I run into the Micropog, and I'm running the dry signal completely out. Sub-octave is about 10 o'clock, and the octave up is about 11 o'clock. From there I'm going into the Tube Screamer Mini. I've had the different Tube Screamers before. It didn't really make that much of a difference to me. I just wanted an additional drive, and so I'm running into the Tube Screamer Mini. I have the level set about 10 o'clock. The tone is about 12:30, and the overdrive is right at about 10 o'clock as well. So this is just kind of an additional drive that I have into it. From there, I'm actually going to my Ernie Ball Volume Pedal Junior, and then from this pedal, I'm actually going into the Stomp right there. And in the Stomp, I'm running a signal chain of 6 different things. So I'm running into the Line 6's version of the Klon very first, and then I'm going into a matchless channel 1 amp, and then I have my channel drive set at 2.6, and then from there I'm running 2 different cabs. So I'm running a 2x12 Bluebell cab with a 121 ribbon mic, and then my second cab that I'm running is a 2x12 matchless G25 with a 160 ribbon mic as well. So those are the 2 cabs that I'm running. And then I run all of my delays exclusively off of the HX Stomp. And so I have the transistor tape delay set to a quarter note, and then feedback's at 48%. And then I have just a vintage digital that's my dotted eighth note. It's right about 47% feedback as well on that. And then after that, I'm just running a plate reverb with a pretty long decay on it. Here in a second, I'll show you kind of what it sounds like. And then I have, so this button right here controls my quarter note delay. This one turns on and off my dotted eighth delay. And then this Boss Dual FS7 is actually, I'm using it as an expression out of this. So I'm running a TRS cable out of the Stomp expression, and then the tip and ring are both going into here. I don't know if you can see that, but there's actually two different inputs back here, and I have those set. So this top button is actually just turning up my drive on my amp to give me a third gain stage. And then I have a swells button down here that I engage whenever I want to throw on a really lengthy reverb, and it takes that plate reverb basically, and it just adds the decay, takes the decay up to 8.5 almost. So that's what this pedal does. Then what I'm doing is I'm running out of the HX Stomp into the Hall of Fame, and the Hall of Fame basically is just a lead reverb that I kick on whenever I'm doing some sort of lead line or something like that. And then out of the Hall of Fame, I'm running into the DI underneath, and then out XLR right here on the side. So that's my pedal chain. Everything is powered off of the Voodoo Lab Pedal Power 4x4. You can see I have everything labeled. So these two high current outputs are powering the HX Stomp, and I actually have a video that shows how I power that. I'll make sure that that's linked down below. This 9-volt is actually not powering anything right now. This is the Hall of Fame. Then I'm running Two Screamer, the FS7, the Love Squeeze, and the POG. And then the tuner and my ABY switch are actually running off of daisy chains, since they don't really require a whole lot of power and don't mess with the signal any. So that's my signal chain. If you guys have any questions about that, then make sure and leave me a link down below. I'll go through kind of just what it sounds like. So this right here is my clean tone. I am on the middle pickup on my Strat. I'm going the signal chain that I just said. No effects are on. The only thing I have, I have the HX Stomp, that first initial drive, that Klon, the Minotaur is what it's called, and then I have a plate reverb on it, and this is what that sounds like. So you can see it really cleans up whenever we need it to. If I just kind of pick around, then it cleans up quite a bit. But if I dig into it, I get a nice drive out of that. This is on the bridge pickup. Turn on my compressor now. This is the Love Squeeze. Go back to the middle position. So there's that. Let me throw on this POG right quick. You can hear that this POG isn't really going to do a whole lot. It's just going to give it a little bit beefier tone. If you listen really closely, you'll be able to hear those little nuances of that sub octave and the upper octave. Here it is without. extra. Let's throw on the Tube Screamer Mini now. So you can hear it just gives it a little bit more mid-range, gives it a little boost. This is the other drive that I have. It's just turning up the drive on the amp off of this FS7. Let's do it with it off. Now I'll turn it on. So there's that. Now we'll do a little bit of delay. That's that first delay, that's the dotted eighth. And if I turn on the quarter with the dotted eighth, both of those off. I'll just turn on the Hall of Fame just to give you, turn up the reverb. So you can hear that Hall of Fame just gives it a little bit extra. And then the swells, I usually like to do the swells with both delays on, and I usually put a little bit of drive on it too. And I would usually do a volume pedal swell into. I'm just going to use the knob on my guitar for this one. So yeah, there's kind of my board. Let me give you a quick demonstration of what the pickups sound like. This is my neck pickup right here. Once again, I'm playing through some Texas Specials. It sounds like this. We'll go to fourth position. Third position. Second. And first, bridge only. And then I have this switch that will turn on the neck pickup as well. So I'm gonna just turn that on right quick. So this is position 2. So it'll be these two pickups first, and then I'll turn that switch on. So this is just the middle and bridge pickup right here. Now I'll turn on the neck. So this will be all three pickups. Turn the neck pickup off, go to the bridge. This is just the bridge pickup. And then I'll turn on that neck. So this is the neck and bridge. So yeah, that's my rig. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, make sure and drop a comment below, and I'll see you next time.